Kate.
And I'm Tom, and we're Growup.
And this is the Growup Box. Thank you so much to all of you who supported us on Kickstarter. Without your help, we never would have been able to build the Growup Box and get to where we are today, which is with a fully functioning aquaponic urban farm in the centre of London. We're going to start by introducing you to one of the most important parts of the system, the fish.
So in these tanks, we have around 150 tilapia. They're all boys. We have all boys for several reasons. First is so we don't want them fooling around. Baby tilapia will just get eaten in the system, and that would just be messy. The second reason is that male tilapia grow a lot faster than female tilapia. And the third reason is if there are female tilapia in there, the boys will get a lot more aggressive, fighting over the girls, and we don't want that either. So by having male tilapia, we ensure a much more even growth rate and a much greater social cohesion in the tanks. So at the moment, we're feeding the fish using an off-the-shelf fish food. But one of the exciting things about tilapia is they're omnivorous, and that means we can use non-meat-based proteins to feed them with. And one of the things we're looking at in the future is using waste byproducts from food production, such as spent grains from the brewing industry, and also there's a byproduct from tofu production, which we can use to feed the fish, and that's something we're working on at the moment.
One of the things that people often ask us about is the stocking density of the fish, and it's really important for us that we're farming in a way that's ethical and healthy and safe for them. So although it looks like there's quite a lot of fish in these tanks, actually compared to a traditional fish farm, we've not got very many fish in the tanks at all. The other reason why it's really important that we get the stocking density right is because we want to make sure that these fish are producing the right amount of poo for the right number of plants that we've got upstairs. We're going to put the covers back on the tanks now. We like to keep the tanks covered because it stops direct sunlight hitting the water, and that means we avoid algae building up in the system.
This is the filtration system. It's a 3-tank system. In the first tank is clay pellets where the solid waste is removed. In the second tank, anything that's left over settles out. And in the third tank is where the biofiltration happens. That's where the ammonia gets converted into nitrogen, which is what the plants use to grow.
So we have the fish in the tanks, we feed the fish poo, and then we pump the water from the fish tanks up into the greenhouse where it circulates through the plants, and the waste from the fish provides the nutrients for the plants. The water then gets cleaned, comes back down through the greenhouse and back down into the fish tanks, so it's constantly recirculating. We're upstairs in the greenhouse now, and this greenhouse was custom built for us by a company called Naturelight, and you can see it's a pretty special greenhouse because we're able to open the roof up, and that means that across the summer and the winter we can control the temperature and the humidity inside the greenhouse and make sure we've got the right conditions for the plants.
We have around 400 salad plants in the system, growing a variety of different types, including lettuce, spinach and rocket. We also have a variety of herbs, including red basil, green basil and sage. We are selling all the salad to local restaurants, and they really appreciate the quality because it's so fresh. It's less than an hour between it being cut and it being in the kitchens. We grow everything in the greenhouse from seed. We do it all here, and that enables the plants to get used to the environment they're growing in and also the water quality, because we use the same water from the fish tanks the plants are grown in as adults to grow the seedlings.
Thanks so much for joining us on a tour of the Growup Box.
She's Kate.
And he's Tom.
Thanks for helping us grow up.